We're here again on what we love doing always. This is today's live on Equa Television International. Just do well to join us on this conversation uh, on Facebook and YouTube. And I assure you, it's going to be interesting because the house is full. Well, I'm the only guy, the only man standing, but the beauty of it is that I'm always covered. There's this say that in Hausa, be wa amurhu baya cin tuwo gaya, you know. Uh, I will leave that to Prudence to interpret later. Well, thank you for joining us. I have Joyce, Jakada, Prudence, Jemima, and yours sincerely, Sabo Solomon.
I was waiting for the ad.
How are we
good to be
doing?
here. I'm
Mm.
fine. It feels good to be here. Like I always say, this is the day the Lord has made, and I will rejoice and be glad in it. I don't know about you,
Hmm.
but every day is another opportunity to say thank you, Lord, because there are people out there that they are being mourned as we speak. Some are at the ICU, some the families are really waiting. They don't know the hope the next minute. But we are here, healthy, strong, and then we give God the glory.
No, that's interesting.
Mm.
That's really, really a good one to start with.
Mm.
Yeah. Prudence.
I want to say that please don't believe Solomon when he says that I'm going to be able to translate that. My Hausa is not as strong as that. So I'm going to just try and give small what I understand.
Hmm.
So basically what he said was that a person who has a mother who cooks will not go hungry.
Hmm. This one is it direct or indirect translation?
Direct translation. But it makes sense. It
Yeah.
makes sense. Jemima, how are you doing?
Fine, good morning.
Yeah. Good to have you on the set.
Same here.
Yeah, I believe that today the angles are going to be interesting, And the topic for today is why is he or she your friend? We have reason why we keep certain people in our lives, and then sometimes, maybe half of the journey, then you discover that man, the reasons why you are keeping he or she are really wrong reasons. Some is being deliberate, some out of ignorance. So I just feel it is important, this topic that is coming, I feel is timely. It's something that we need to look into because nobody is an island. You live with people and you choose certain people to be more closer to you. You discuss intimate things and then maybe things that have to do with work or maybe family or business. It depends on the platform of which you are choosing certain people to be so dear to that part of yours. And then I feel it is important for us to really look deep and discuss this. Why is he or she your friend? So it is important for you that is watching out there, to just sit down and ponder. Probably maybe you just rush into it and then you just pick somebody. And now that the topic is coming, you are like, oh, wow, I didn't even thought of it. So it is important for you to start thinking now, as the program is going. But it's also okay for you if you share your thought with us. So why is he or she
When
your
you
friend?
ask the question, why is he or she your friend? I think what came to my mind is the names of the people I call my friends. Like it starts ringing, and I'm thinking, oh, Bella is my friend. Why is she my friend? Marianne is my friend. Why is she my friend? You understand? So you start thinking, listen, all the people and the reason why you said that person is your friend, how this person came to your life, how the relationship has been so far. A friend is actually someone that you know well and you like, somebody you trust, someone that supports you and you support the person as well. And when you talk about friendship, is a bond of mutual affection between two or more people. And then in life generally, I've heard people say, oh, my husband is my friend, my mother is my friend, my father is my friend, and the relationship stops there. But I tell you that you need more than that. while you have a close relationship with them, family and all, you need friends, because in life you're not going, the world does not just revolve around you or just your family. Eventually you're going to be engaged in different things as life goes on, and while you keep moving and keep growing and engaging in different activities of life, you meet people. And when you meet people, think about it, that when you say, oh, my father or my mother is my friend, and then that ends it, and you find yourself in another state, maybe working or studying, and then you are in a group of another set of people. Do you want to just live as an island, or do you want to take care of your mother, who is your friend, that is in another state, will come and then talk with you, go around market with you, come and stay study together with you? Of course, no. So eventually you're going to meet people, create relationship, get to know each other and all. So friendship is a very important part of relationship. And if you make the right one, then it's going to help solve a lot of issues and problems that you're going to be encountering in life, because it is in your friend you find solace. It is in your friend you find, like in true friendship, this true support. They help you in terms of needs and all of that. But by the time you have no one around you, at that point where you need help, you're just alone. We've had stories of people that their dead bodies were found in the room, like after months. Like nobody knew that, because they chose to just live in isolation. Maybe because of an experience due to distrust, betrayal, and all of that. Some people decided that they are no longer going to keep friends. So they decide to live on their own. But you see, like I said earlier on, friendship is a very important part of life as you journey. So it is important that we define, or we know the why. When you are able to answer the why, you have Rauta, you have Ibrahim, you have Hassan, you have Moses, you have Janet as your friend. It's going to save you a lot of trouble. You won't be talking about friends that friends that stab. You won't be talking about frenemies, because you had already defined the why from the beginning. You know what is bringing you together. I remember at some point in my life that I was thinking, see, there's more to me than where I am now, and I need people that will uphold my hands, people that will guide me through the journey. And any opportunity I see, or at any point I see anyone that, oh, there's shared vision, there's shared belief, like we're headed the same direction, or there's something about us that, oh, something that person has and I look up to, I don't take the opportunity for granted. I try to know the person and then build friendship and relationship, and you find out the person guiding you consciously or unconsciously. And that is why they say that, oh, when you have 5 fools as your friend, you didn't count well, because you are the 6th person. Why? Because it might be unconsciously that you start living the fool's life. But if you are a friend to wise people, of course you become wise. So it is very important that we define the why. The why is the reason for the friendship. And if you are able to do that, it will save you a lot of chaos. You find yourself living in peace. So for me, when you ask the question, I started thinking of my friends. I started thinking of the journey so far. I started thinking of the reason why we came together. And so far, I can tell you it's for good. That is not to say that there were no times that there are one challenge or the other, or clashes or the other. But it helped us to know ourselves better and to live better.
Interestingly, what I first thought of when you asked that question. So my family, my cousin does this. On the street, you're walking with him, and he's like, "Hey, my guy, I know, Mutumina, my G, big guy, what's up, senior man," and all that. And you keep asking him, "Who is that?" "Oh, just my friend from the viewing center. My friend from this," and he just keeps saying, "My friend from." I'm like, "So how do you know this guy exactly? Do you even know his name?" And he's like, his name. I can't remember right. So that's how some people make friends. It's crazy that people do make friends like that, but that's how some people make friends. Some people are just out there and open to anybody that comes. You're that cordial. You're just welcoming. While others are reserved when it comes to making friends. For some of us, it's hard to actually call someone a friend. Basically, you just meet. If anybody says mention your friends, you end up mentioning acquaintances. rather than your friends. And when they say mention your friend, not your acquaintance, this person is stuck. It's like, I really don't have a thought right now of one person that I can depend on, I can trust, that I know at the time when I need him or her the most, that person is available to help. To, even if it's not in the way I expect he or she to help, but there's a way this person encourages you and gives you warm hug or something like that. And for some people it's rare to actually find that person. And that's what we're talking about. Why exactly is this person your friend? And earlier on, Joyce mentioned that for some people it's distrust stemming from things that have happened to someone, while for some people it's just being too reserved. You're just too reserved, so you don't even actually. Even when someone tries to come close, you're like, no, my shell is better for me, so let me just cage myself in. And that's how this person becomes idle. No, not idle. Lonely is the word. Yes, you're just on your own. An island. That's what I was looking for. So you become an island in a sea of a lot of people, and there's nobody that you're allowing to make close contact with you. At the end of the day, when when you need someone to fall back to, or you need someone to rely on, and there's nobody because you have caged yourself in. And also, for that person who makes friends with like almost everybody, but there's nobody that he can really depend on. Yes. So there's no substance in all the friends that you keep mentioning. My guy is your friend, but you can't tell my guy
Where
anything.
he's
You can't
staying.
tell.
You
You don't even remember my guy's
And
name.
that is common among guys
Guys,
or men
yes.
or whatever.
Yeah.
They just meet and they become friends. And you hear the person, Abokina ne so say, and you just met at the view center. Tomorrow you are in trouble and you're asked, can we have a contact of someone close to you? And me, I'm not. I don't have. You cannot even call anybody. Why? Because you named associates and also people that are acquaintance, your friends. Somebody that is just a co-worker, somebody that is just a colleague, but you just feel because you met or you are in the same office and that person is your friend. While you are thinking this person is my friend, the other person see you as not my friend. You're not my type, and that's the mistake most people make, especially in the work environment. Like, you're just co-workers, but you define that your co-worker as friend, and then while you are thinking, I trust this person, the other person is not seeing you like that, and no
He's
wonder
just seeing you as colleague.
you're my colleague. Like, and then eventually what you tell the person that you're thinking is in trust, the next minute the person goes out and share with another person that
And you
is,
feel betrayed.
and you are still,
Your
this
friend
person
betrayed you."
betrayed me.
Mm.
You are the one in the first place I was thinking is your friend. He never saw you that way.
Just the way some people jump into relationships alone.
Mm.
That's how a lot of people do friendships alone. You're like, he's my friend, but tomorrow this person is calling his own friends. It's a whole different list. you're
Somebody
hearing.
shared his experience with a colleague, and then when the colleague was getting married, he was really disappointed. Why? Because the colleague didn't send invitation to him. So while he was thinking, I thought we were friends, I thought we built that bond of affection, and Kai, this person battered the uncle, bashed the uncle, and all of that. He's not a nice person. He's not a good person. After all we've shared together, after the years of friendship, but the person never saw you for once as a friend. The person just saw you as a colleague. And that's why you eat together. Yes, you travel together. Yes, you did work together. But you are the one that was thinking that. And that is why when in the invitation, the person invited the people that were his or her friends. They didn't even consider you because they never saw you as a friend.
And put
And
you on
I
that
feel-
general IV for staff.
If our cats cannot reach you,
If our cats cannot reach you,
let this serve as an
and
invitation.
Africans, Nigerians can take that personally. They will not come for your wedding. And then you tell them, did you invite me? They say, but I made, okay, so I'm everybody. So if that cat did not reach the person in person.
And I feel for you to call someone your friend, that person must share one thing or the other with you. You you attract people that you feel you need. You can't go to someone and just say, okay, can I be your friend? And then out of the blues, you people are friends. You must have developed the friendship to a certain level. And I'm not saying you alone, assuming you people are developing. Like, it has to be vice versa, two-way. You're getting this, you're giving that. And a friend should be someone that shares with you, someone that has empathy for you when you're going through situation. That person understands, and don't just understand, is there to support you, is there to do one thing or the other that you need at that point in time. And then the same thing goes for you as well. When that person is going through something, you should be there for the friend. A lot of times I see this thing happening. Someone is there for you, and when it is the person's turn, you're giving excuses. And it might be that your excuses are genuine. But you are always having one excuse or the other to give. Then you're not being a true friend, because the tables are turning around and you're doing what you wish to do. But if you call someone a friend, you should be able to go out of your way to do things for that person. Sometimes distance come in between friendship. Once the person is out of your face physically, you just tend to withdraw. A lot of people are in that category. When someone is not there for them, they don't want to pick a phone, a simple text message, a short call, hello, how are you doing, this and that. That is how friendships die. Natural death, because you're not willing to go an extra mile to do something for someone. But then when you say this person is my friend, he is my friend, she is my friend, what have you done? It's not just about what has the person done, but what have you done to maintain the friendship? We see a lot of friendships in our world, in the Bible, in our workplaces, wherever it is. We see so much friendship that should be imbibed, and then we're not willing to put in the work. But then when we really put all that needs to be done, we would get genuine friends, not just acquaintances, not just colleagues, not just associates, but we would get friends that would help.
You know, personally,
I actually wanted to ask. I wanted to ask because I'm really disturbed about this, and I want to hear answers. She spoke about distance coming in between friends. So in a scenario where distance is the problem first, and the whole issue of phone calls or messages and all that, what if you keep on sending those messages and there's no the person is not reciprocating. Yes, that's the word. The person is not calling back. The person, or every time this person you're calling this person like, oh no, I'm busy right now, I'm doing something. Tomorrow you're calling again, this person has another excuse. Don't you think that it's just best to forget about it?
Yeah, the only one in the friendship. That's just what it implies.
Yes.
You know, earlier on I said that sometimes we tend to define some people as friends, but they don't even see us as that. I said that in friendship there must be mutual bond. Like, that bond between you is mutual. You know the person so well, you like the person, you respect the person, you support the person. When it is one way, then you should know that you are the only person that is friend to that person. Most we have that in our world, that when you ask me to list my friends, I'm saying, oh, Prudence is my friend, Jemima is my friend, Sambo Solomon is my friend. When you ask Prudence to list her friends, she will say, Jemima, Sambo Solomon, I'm not part of it. So while I'm seeing her as my friend, she's only seeing me as a co-worker, as a colleague. And that is why, yes, there are people that's how they meet their friends. It is Jemima and Sambo Solomon that are friends. But because I'm Jemima's friend, and then when they're asking, do you know Sambo Solomon? He's my very good friend. But he only knows Joyce as Jemima's colleague, and it is Jemima that is his friend. So most times we are in a hurry to call people friends when we should call them associates, when we should call them acquaintances. So we're in a hurry to, so that's where you find that situation. You say that this person is my friend, but I've been calling, he's not picking my call. Yes, it's not, he doesn't see you as a friend. So if it is friendship, there should be mutual bond between both of you. It shouldn't be one-sided. So at that point where you are calling your friends, giving you excuse, sorry, I'm busy, this and that, your friend should think about you as well as you're thinking about the person. There are times that when you call your friends, like the people that are truly your friends, you call and the person, oh, I'm about to call you. And then you find yourself discussing like at length, there's that bond between both of you that even while you're not together, I have friends that are not within where I stay, but it doesn't, nothing, like you can't even tell that, okay, this person is not even in town. Because when we talk as friends. When we pray for each other even without the physical presence. So distance should not determine. I've had people say that, me, I have problem. Well, once this person is like they are very good friends, but by the time the person just travels out, maybe for work or school, that's the end. Some people have that, and they say that, Kai, me, I'm not kind of person that keep up with. Once the person is not around, I'm not the calling type. That person was never your friend. If that person was or is your friend, you will not need to, because it's not your presence, that's why you cannot call. You will keep up with the person. Distance will not be a barrier.
True, it won't. I have this friend, right? I think the last time we were together for a long time was secondary school. And ever since then, we schooled in different places. We served in different places. Now she's working in a different place. But that didn't stop. We don't talk always like someone I would see physically. We don't talk always, but the few times we talk, it's like they'll have to be begging us, can you stop the call and continue
when
next
I see
time?
my
So
friends
it's like
call,
we're gathering all the things we have missed and talking about it. The next time we are gathering, so that distance is not even a
It's not
barrier
an
to
excuse.
that. So distance shouldn't serve as an excuse to friendship at all, except if you're the only one in the friendship.
or
Friendship,
probably person kept you as friend for food or friend for
Exactly,
something.
yes,
So
yes.
because you are no longer available, providing the food, providing the whatever,
You're done.
so the person does not see any value in the friendship again. When you call the person will tell you. In fact, my friend that is outside where I stay, when I see her call, sometimes I'll call you back because I know that
It
conversation
won't end now.
Yes, I'll just say
Yes.
I'm at work. I'll call you. In fact, she will not even come because she knows
Of course,
if you ask her,
yes.
she's not where I am. But if you ask her where I am now, she can tell, and she knows the time to call me and the time not to call me. So that's friendship. Distance shouldn't be a barrier.
Yeah. And I when she was talking, I heard something she said, and this thought came up. I've heard a lot of people saying things like, I need to change my friends. Why do you need to change your friends? Like, how can I not get 50K from my friends? I need to change my friends. So I'm wondering, should the pocket of someone, or should the financial state of someone, or any other circumstance be the reason? Like, should you base your friendship on a certain circumstance? Because a lot of people out there are doing that. Okay, I have to be friends with this person because this is where I want to go to in life. We've always spoken about how you need to be careful about the people that you mingle around. And in school, you hear a lot of times people telling you, if you want to pass, make this person that is always top of the class your friend. If you do that, you'll be able to pass with flying colors. That's reasonable, yeah? But what if you just center that friendship around just that person's, what that person can give you, and not what you can give as well? Sometimes a lot of times, as you're looking for a friend, or as you are making friends, you're always thinking of what can this friend give me, rather than how can I be that kind of friend that I'm expecting someone to be to me. And a lot of us are doing that. It's like you find it in almost every circle. You find someone that is just thinking, what can this person do for me, rather than what can I give?
You see, the reason why I said earlier that this particular topic, like the GM would say, wherever the topic is coming from, it's really timely, because what is going out there, honestly, there's this confusion out there, and I believe it's deliberate, because you can't take Jesus out of true friendship. It's my own personal opinion. You can't take Jesus out of it. If you take Jesus out of that friendship, then it becomes friends with benefit. Friends with benefit, that's when you begin to think, I just have to be close to Prudence because I know anyhow, I will maneuver my way and she will help me with this. I'm friend with Joyce because I know anyhow, I will maneuver my way. This time around, I'm the one forcing the friendship simply because already there's something that I attach to it. And that's the reason why you were asking earlier, like you are saying why. That's the why that we're supposed to truly define.
You know, I'm so happy that
yes.
Prudence chose to be the questionnaire on this show because the questions are already are actually on track. Because today there are people that are very self-centered, very selfish. In fact, I remember a personal experience. By virtue of what I do, someone met me and told me that now that you are this, I'm happy because you're now my friend, that you'll be covering up for me. When the person said that, I was like, wow. So do you know the reason for the friendship at that point is a very selfish reason, so that you would. Now the person is not thinking that for your work to be better, I'm going to be doing the right thing, so that to make your work better. But the person is only thinking of himself. Okay, I know that because it is in my nature to go against set rules and policies. So you are going to be covering up. So there are people that make you their friends so that they can use you. And that's why people tell you that friends for benefit, friends for food. We get them, those kind of friends, you find them in school, like boarding schools, hostel, friends for food, FFF. They can just become close to you because they know you're coming from a rich family. Your parents are hungry. Your parents always come with provisions and all of that. So they cannot go hungry. They make you their friends. So even as adults, there are people that deliberately come to you. They want you to be their friends because of what they will get from you. And it's wrong. While we're always thinking of somebody that will be my friend, someone that will add value, you should also think of adding value to the person. And that was why earlier on, when I was talking about friendship, I said it's a bound of mutual affection. So while I'm giving, while I'm taking, I'm also giving. How am I helping this person grow? Some of the people that talk about frenemies, or some of the people that talk about fake friends, they are like the example she gave. How can I have 50 friends and I cannot get 20K? How many of your friends have you given 1K to? How many of your friends were you able to assist them do one or two things? Your friends will call you and say, oh no, I need to pick my child from school, but I'm in a meeting. Can you please help me? You say no. You lie so that you will not help the friend. Tomorrow you come to the friend's house and say, Kai, can you please help me with this so that I can? You forgot that yesterday you didn't help the friend. So there are people that, and when that person says no as well, you go out there tagging the person as fake friends. So friendship is not just about filling your own pocket, just about meeting your own needs. Those kind of people are manipulators, and they should never be your friends. See, that's why the Bible encourages us to be discerning. There are people that come in the name of friendship, but what they are coming for is just to manipulate you for self-centeredness. That's just the reason. It's not as if they are coming to add up. They are just coming to take from you. Yes. And by the time they don't get the opportunities, they go out there calling you all manner of names. No wonder somebody will help you 99 times. But the one time that he cannot assist you, go out there calling the person names because he said at this point, oh, I'm sorry, I wish I can assist you, but currently I'm incapacitated or I'm constrained because of this challenge. You get angry. Do you not know that there are people that make budget with other people's salaries in the name of their friends? But when they have, they don't even think of that person that they call friend.
Always feeling entitled.
They always feel entitled. Are you not my friend? So you should do this for me. Are you not my friend? You should do this for me.
Some of them haven't done anything.
Nothing.
Like
Nothing.
so the after this that I've done for you, you're like,
Really?
What exactly
Even
did you
if
do?
they did, was it to get something in return?
There's that.
They didn't do, but even if they did, you shouldn't be doing something with the aim of, oh, I will get something bigger in future. No, you should do it willingly, as if you're doing it for yourself.
You see, Joyce talked about the spirit of discernment, and I think it's very important that we should underline that. Because as Christian, we should have that. That is the only way that you will be able to know who is around you for what purpose. And then on your own, you can decide you want to keep the person around you. If you have, like, and you're willing, you want to do for the person, not simply because the person is calling you a friend, but because you understood why the person is hanging around you, and the Spirit is just telling you, just let him be, and then do your service unto God and just help the person if you can. Because one thing that I know is that once you are a believer, and then you are expected, to carry people's burden. And then if truly you are keeping somebody very close to you as your friend, then your shoulder should be there for the person. It's all about sacrifice. The reason why earlier I was talking about Jesus is that he paid the ultimate price. He sacrificed his own life for us. God himself, to show us love, that friendship that we subscribe through Jesus Christ, is that he gave his son as a sacrifice to us, so that we will subscribe that friendship, that we can come to him friendly and then talk to him and ask whatever we want to ask. It's because he sacrificed. So you can see sacrifice in true friendship. You see people going extra mile, not because they are fools, but because they have chose the right path. That that is the real way. That's why earlier I was saying, when you take Jesus out of it, then you begin to see friends with benefit. It will just show glaring.
This illustration that you made, there's just one thing there, one scenario, one example that keeps ringing in my head. So everybody thought that Jonathan was a fool. Like, literally, when you're reading it, you begin to wonder, like, this person has been anointed to take the position that is automatically yours as the son of a king. I'm talking about David and Jonathan.
And he still loved him regardless.
But he loved him, took his robe and his and some other things, and gave it over to David. And to the extent that he told his dad something like, see, if God has anointed David, David can be king, I'll be his general. He was ready to serve David when he is entitled to the throne. It sounded like stupidity to a lot of people.
Even his father wanted David dead because he felt he was taking his son's
Yes, exactly.
And the son didn't mind.
Like,
and funny enough, their love was instant.
As in,
Like, the moment they met, it just clicked.
discernment.
Discernment. So you begin to wonder, do we even actually have that kind of friendship in this world now? You begin to wonder, would someone go that extra mile to be a friend to you? Like that. His dad was going to kill David, and he came to tell David, I'm going to find a way for you to escape.
Prudence, they're actually
That's
people.
Something that
Yeah.
is even done for your benefit.
Exactly.
Exactly.
In quotes,
Yes,
for
you're
your benefit.
you're the one benefiting, but you're still helping.
See, like, we really have such friendship existing, but they are very
It's
few.
rare.
Like, it's rare. And when you have that kind of friendship, please hold it tight.
Tight.
Hold it. Like, I've seen people that stood for their friends, that you cannot even tell who is the father of these children. Like, because today you are seeing this man coming to pick the children, doing all this for them. When they want to do something for them, they do the same for them. Like, they are just friends. When you ask about their friendship, they tell you, and you're just wow. It's actually rare, but there are people that are actually exemplifying such friendship. But if you're able to answer why in the first place this person is my friend, you save yourself from a lot of chaos. Most times we make people our friends for the wrong reasons. I once said it on this platform that before now, people make friends on shared values, like, oh, I want to be better, I want to grow, so they look for somebody that knows better and becomes their friend. But today, when you even see somebody that is better than you is a threat, you make the person your enemy instead. You are already threatened by the person's success. So you rather choose to make the person your enemy, not your friend. And you look for another person that hates that person as well to be your friends. So it's the negative reasons that make people people become friends. If this person is a gossiper, I'm also a gossiper, we are best of friends. And then when we don't have anybody to gossip about, we gossip ourselves.
Yes.
Or by the time we're done gossiping about people, we turn our backs and gossip about other people. Like, that's what make people friends today. When negative reasons. And that is why tomorrow you sing songs about frenemies. Because you chose that person to be your friend on the wrong foundation. The friendship was built on the wrong foundation. And no wonder you're experiencing chaos. Today you're crying. Had I known, I wouldn't have told this person this thing. Next tomorrow you're saying it is this person that stabbed me. Most of the cases of kidnappings that we're hearing, you hear that some of the cases, this is their friends that conspired with those people to come and kidnap them. Now you are with your friend, you're trying to share what you hope to achieve, the things that the open doors that are coming your way, and your friend, wow, I'm happy. The next minute, your friend's face change. And he's looking for every means to get you arrested, to get you down, to ensure that you don't get to that ladder, the top of the ladder where you are actually headed. Why? Because the reason for that friendship was not on a good ground. But if the foundation was built on the right reason, if you know the why of why that friendship existed, then you will not have all of those chaos. Some people just go to the club, and because, oh, you are also a clubber, and we become friends. You collect the person's number. Next week you're calling, how far can we meet? You go to certain places, you meet people and just collect their numbers. We are friends. And before you know, is that person that is selling you out. Before you know, when you are in need or you need advice, when you need support, the person is no longer there to help you. Why? Because the foundation was wrong. I remember one time that I was thinking, like, there's more. Like, thinking about your relationship with God, thinking of how you can strengthen the bond and all. And then imagine making friends with somebody that has no interest about anything that has to do with God, or let's say praying, studying. And how do you intend to bond? How do you intend to, like, how would the, I hear people say that we are friends, but he cannot influence me.
You know that's not right.
Eventually
In fact,
he will.
Paul mentioned it. He stated it clearly.
So if you are
That
a
he
Christian, that means Jesus is not supposed to influence you.
Okay, that's crazy though. But this is clearly something that Paul spoke about. I'm not sure if it was in that context exactly, but I'm going to contextualize it in that way. When he said, have nothing to do with this kind of people, those kind of people that are idle, he said, have nothing to do with them. Then you find an idle person, someone who sits down and is doing literally nothing, and you know that this person is doing nothing, and you say, no, that person is still my friend.
But the Bible calls that devil's workshop.
No, the
So
Bible,
you are joining
the Bible
devil's.
actually said, have nothing to do with such.
And then you are seeing the
I'm
person and you are
quoting
joining the person. That means you are joining
Exactly.
devil's workshop. That's
Exactly.
my point.
So,
Right.
so those are the kind of things that we end up doing. We deceive ourselves in a lot of ways. She mentioned about making friends on the premises of gossip or mutual fun. I keep on asking how people think that just going to club or going to some kind of things that end up immoral is what you can classify as fun, but that's by the way. You meet people in those kind of environments and you conclude that these people are who I should call friends. This is the person I should call a friend. Over time, your character, even if you haven't been in that kind of behavior, over time your character becomes influenced. Clearly, it is stated, bad company corrupts good morals.
Simple.
Clearly.
And you
Simple.
know something?
There's no two words about that.
One area we make mistake is the fact that we grew up together, and so that's the premise of the friendship. That 20 children played while they are still young does not mean that they will keep playing for the rest of their lives. It is not. At some point, you see everybody going. Some of the people that we grew up together today, we are no longer friends. Why? Because our values changed, our belief changed. So while you are seeing that this is the way, the truth, and the life, but the other person says, see, God does not exist, the friendship cannot continue. So at some point, you see that you all are headed different ways. And why? Because you are now growing, you are not knowing better, everybody is having a direction. So that we even grow up together is not a reason for that person or to be your friend. Now, what are the premise, if you ask me, that somebody should be your friend? Your area of weakness should not be the why you decide that this person should be your friend. Because I smoke, this person that smokes should be my friend. Find friendship in people that have strength in your area of weakness. See, you will grow beyond your imagination.
Even if those people are older than
you are.
they don't have
In
to
fact,
be
do you
in the
know at
same
some
age
point
range
You
with
are older than
the people at some
Yes.
point I was the youngest amongst my friends. By experience, by number, in terms of age, they are older than me. In fact, some of them married with children. I'm not even talking about now, sometimes back. And at some point I was just, when I talk with them, I live happy.
Reason why Mr. Tony said what he said.
Be careful. So you see, most of the people I keep around me are people that, oh, Joyce, because they have experience,
Yes.
they guide me. Oh no, this part, if you tell it, this is done. And I see that, okay, where they are now, I appreciate it. I also want to see myself in that place, or even better. And so you see, I keep following their wise counsel, just like the Naomi and Ruth, the case. So in friendship, there should be wise counsel. In friendship, there should be growth. Check your friends, check your circle, check your associates. Like, how far have you been? If you're not happy with where you are, check the people you have been hearing. Are the counsel actually wise counsel, or are the counsel the ones that have been discouraging you? And that's where we miss it. Answer the why, that person. Check the why. Is it that our weaknesses is what brought us together, or is it our strength that brought us together? See, for me, if you ask me, I will still repeat myself. The person that should be your friend is someone that has strength in your area of weakness.
Yes.
That way, you can overcome your weakness. I'm not saying that nobody has doesn't have weakness. Everybody has strengths and weaknesses. But if I'm going to pick my friends, I should be able to have people that have strength in my area of weakness. That way, I can get wise counsel.
Yes.
That way, I can outgrow my weakness. The essence is not for us to continue to dwell in our weaknesses. It's not to have our weakness outgrow our strength, but to be able to outgrow our weaknesses. So find out the people that have strength in your area of weaknesses, be it at work, be it in life generally. Make those people your friends. That's why you see they say the child of that is always with the older people is wise. There's a proverbs in that direction. Why? Because you're always being guided with wise counsel. Then tell me why you will not be able, when issues of life come, you will refer back to the wise counsel. Just when you're about to take the wrong path, the wise counsel bring you on the right path, because you remember that, oh, I was told this. But we keep friends that keep telling us the wrong things. They keep telling us the wrong things. And sometimes in our life, we just see that, oh, we've been stagnated. And then we just see that, oh, for some time now, I've been behind. And look at how these people have forged ahead. Because the counsel that we have been hearing are the wrong counsel. So friendship with wise counsel as reasons, I think, is a good one. And we should have friendship based on shared interest, in shared values. Let it be that because of this area, this is where I want to grow, this is where I am headed, and this person is also having that same vision, that same value. That should be the reason why that person is my friend. Imagine I want to learn and this person is not interested in learning, like he doesn't care, and you're making that person your friend. You too, you will not go anywhere. So have people that will help you grow. And I think that should be reasons.
And
Just
talking
like
about about having friends that are older than you, I see it as a lot of benefit. Because for them to be older than you, they must have done certain things that you have not done yet. So they counsel you, they tell you how helpful that thing can be to you, and then by so doing, you avoid certain mistakes that ordinarily you would have done. So having those that are older than you, like just having friends generally, not just your age mates, your younger ones, those that are older than you, they help you. And then talking about Naomi and Ruth, this lady Ruth, like there's something she saw in Naomi that she was not willing to let go. Even when the other finally went back, this one kept holding. She said, where you go, I will go. Where you stay, I will stay. Where you die, your God will be my God. Where you are buried, I will be buried. So it's like she went, giving her all. She went in for a lifetime. And at the end of the day, how was she? She was way different. Because she ended up well, she ended up better and all of that. So having those that are older than you,
we're
You're
putting
putting them
Yes,
right
So
now.
having those that are older than
Positive
you
and-
goes a long way in
Mm.
helping. Though sometimes you may feel like, oh, they would influence you negatively and all of that. But then looking at the brighter side, they would really
You know
help
that
you.
depends.
even
You
in
know,
the
you can
older
still-
people, there are some that are
Yeah,
actually
you have to be
foolish.
Yes. So you have to be
Because you have
careful.
older
Yes,
ones
yes.
that are negative.
Yes,
They
yes.
are
So you
older.
have
So
to.
once
You
you
know,
associate with them, they will
Yes,
tell you that
that's
the
where-
path you are going
yes.
is not the right path.
That's
so
where
they
the spirit of discernment
decide
comes in.
Because we
And
have
speaking
cases.
about spirit of discernment,
Mm.
and also she mentioned you being careful. What kind of friends are you having, and where your values align? I know for some people at home, some questions might be rising up, and I'm talking about especially those who are working along with youths, that you have to make certain kinds of people friends so that you will be able to draw them to see the light.
Mm.
It's one word: be careful lest you fall.
Mm.
When he said correct them in love, but be careful, watch lest you fall.
Mm.
So as much as you are associating with this kind of people, because this is the direction you're heading to, I am doing this because I want them to come to the saving light, there is the issue of discernment. And someone said this, that discernment is not something that you would just, yes, it is a spirit that you can ask for. However, the Bible is complete. So complete that if you just study it so well and you become so close, you become friends with the word of God, that means automatically you're a friend of God. You will be able to discern who exactly am I going to make my friend, so that I will draw him to the fold, and who not to go close to. Because, and I think it was Engineer Tony that said it on this show one time. He said, for some people that you want to change, they are PhD level and you are just on degree level, so don't go close. There are things like that. When you have seen the length to which this person has gone, and you know that you are not able to do that, so don't lie to yourself. Yes, don't lie to yourself. Be very honest with yourself. So when you have seen that this person is on this level and you cannot be the person to drag, just pray for this person. The right person to help him would come. You change your direction and look for the right person that
I remember growing up, my mom would always say, please, you know where you're coming from. There are some people you associate yourself with and to just land you in trouble. So it's better that you are wise, you are discerning in knowing that, wait, this person, no, I can't go close to this person. No one that you say, well, I know where I come from. We always say that back then in school, that, well, I know where I'm coming from. Or some of these people can enter trouble, and their parents will just come and say one thing and they save them. But you know that your own, maybe they will not hear them. And so it's better you save yourself from. Don't think that, I can change this person. Oh, this person will not have influence on me. Have you not seen friends that talk alike? Have you not seen friends that unconsciously they do things? Why? Because over time they have lived together. So while you are having a lot of expectation of what your friend should do to you or should give you, I think you should also ask yourself, have I been a good friend? Have I also been giving my friend the right counsel? Because some of us feel that, he's my friend. If I tell him the truth, he'll be angry with me or he will leave me. You should be able to tell your friend boldly. If that person is your friend, you know the person so well, you like the person, you trust the person, then you should be able to give the person wise counsel regardless. And then you should also be able to be loyal. That if your friend is able to confide in you, you should know that this person, yes, is a friend. He just said it to you based on trust. You shouldn't use your friend's weakness, because you have the opportunity to know the weakness of that person to just talk around or about it. So instead, you should be able to pray for that person if you are a friend. So wise counsel, you should be able to be loyal. And there are times that our friends do certain things to us that are not good, or they offend us, and we end the friendship there. Nobody is above mistakes. So in situations where your friends err, or your friends do certain things that you're not happy, you should be able to tell them. And then when they are remorseful about it, yes, you forgive them. But there are some that they don't care. So if the person doesn't care, I will do it again and again, then you should know that you should draw the line at that point, that person is actually not your friend. You have been the one seeing the person as a friend. So, but you should be able to forgive your friends. If you like them, you've shared values, you have been together, and they do certain things that mistakenly, you should be able to, there should be room for forgiveness.
Peter and Jesus had that experience that he denied him. He forgave him the fact that he picked the ear and put it back. So it means he forgave him.
Yes.
So we should be able
I
to
think
forgive
he forgave him
our
way
friends.
before he did the denial. Because
Yes.
he
He's
said,
aware.
he said, when you come back to the fold, he said, when you come back to the fold, encourage your brothers. That's what he said, and that's before the denial. So that's one thing. Yes, you just put it in your mind that a friend might err at any time, but just be ready to forgive
You
that
yourself
friend.
might err at
Yours,
any time.
exactly.
You would
Yes.
look
So,
for
but
forgiveness.
right now I'm talking about you giving.
Yes.
So prepare your mind to forgive.
Because you see, I keep emphasizing, keep hammering that this topic is important, because all of us, while we are talking, I'm just reflecting. Honestly, sitting down here, I'm just reflecting.
I'm actually
Whenever
counting my friends.
anybody is talking, I'm just
Prudence
thinking,
friends from 20 now they have dropped to 5 on this show.
Probably 3.
because you just pick it from me, because you see, too much friends, can just throw you into trouble.
There are people like that that
because
have a lot of friends.
just for some, just to brag with it. Do you know the kind of friends that I have? And then you see, we find it difficult to separate between acquaintances and then associates and then and so on and so forth. That's the reason why you will just see a chunk, and then at the end of the day you are in a serious disappointment, because they will just drop your expectation, and then you are like, so prudence of all people will do this to me. You understand?
And
And
when we're talking about, some people just have a number of friends. Some people just have friends to have bridesmaids for a wedding, or to have committee of friends for their wedding. This is honest.
that's why you find that in those groups, normally they do create immediately. They will
Even
create
people
group.
that I hardly talked with were
Throughout, from the
asking for
day
that.
of the creation of that group is fight
I was added to one
till
group.
after the wedding.
I was added to one group, and we are about 500, and it was said that it is committee of friends. So I was thinking on behalf of the person. All these people are your friends, and how were you able to keep up? So in answering that question, I now ask myself the level of friendship I have with the person. This is somebody I've not even spoken with in like more than 3 years.
Exactly.
So, but I was added to the group, so I now
Without
understood
your
the
consent.
level of friendship between the 500. So when you go to our Facebook page as well, social media handles, we have 5,000 friends. But when you are sick, for example, you are in need, you won't even see. In fact, sometimes we even pass this person my Facebook friend. But people will pass like this. You will not even talk to each other.
You are my
But
Facebook
it's
friend,
just
Abi?
name.
Like-
So a lot of people, they won't even ask self. There are some that will look at you, look at them like, this face look familiar, but it's
Like,
online.
you guys should be
online
Facebook
friendship.
enemies.
You get, so the friendship generally, those people you call friends are people you know well, are people that know you too as well, are people you like and they like you. There are people that you should trust, there are people you should support. And like I said earlier on, please learn to give wise counsel to your friends regardless. Also learn to forgive, learn to promote their welfare. While you're thinking of what this person should do for me because he has, with the little you have, what have you done for the person? Because sometimes we think that people are rich, they don't need anything. You, with your 1,000, what have you done to the person that doesn't even have 100 naira? You get, because in our friendship, like, you find out that this person is in need, this person has enough. So how have you helped? You should be able to promote the welfare of your friends. Some people see opportunities, but they don't even invite their friends. Yet they clamor, they say, this person is my friend, that person is my friend, but they cannot even promote their welfare. So go back to your list. Check all these people that I have around me that I call my friends. Are they actually my friends, or they are just associates, or they are just acquaintances? If they are your friends, they should be able to support you, give you wise counsel, forgive, promote your welfare. Otherwise, please redefine what you are into.
True. So basically, you just, as much as you want to have friends, be the friend that you want to have.
And then be willing to be there all the time. in as much as you're expecting people to come to your aid, be willing to go to people's aid and give people chances. Don't just write them off because of one thing or the other that they did to you.
Well, guys, thank you for doing this with me. I really learned a lot today.
Pleasure.
Thank you so much. That means I wasn't lying when I said me wa murhubaya chinto gaya. So well, thank you so much. And for the viewer out there, we sincerely appreciate you for staying with us, doing this program with us. Sorry we couldn't take your comments, on Facebook, but we promise you we will do that. Probably maybe tomorrow, God tarries. So thank you so much for giving us this time. If you have a friend and you feel you are not meeting up, you know that is not always 100%. So let's give that room, and then understand with each other. But at the same time, you are free, to cut down in case you find that some people are just there, filling space. You can cut down. And for the ones that are doing well, try and reciprocate. Thank you so much, and remain kind to one another. Bye bye. See you tomorrow. Same time, same station. God bless you.